After sailing almost 3,000 nautical miles, we finally arrive in Hiva Oa, which is one of the Marquesas Islands in French Polynesia.
But everything seems amazing when you've just done something like we've just done. And I know some of it's down to having like a beer for breakfast, but it's not just that, it's just this huge feeling of, wow, we did it.
You and me, we're family. The bond that we share is as deep as the sea. No matter how rough things may come to be, you and me, we're family. Sing ho, hey long.
How cool would that be? I think we deserve that.
Apparently, actually, in some of the Pacific Islands, I did read on the Pacific Crossing Guide that some actually do like formal welcoming ceremony, and they go through to like stuff.
We have reached land finally.
Yay, so finally, day 20, we finally arrived at Hiva Oa. We haven't actually dropped the anchor yet, but here we are.
When we arrive in a new country, we always hoist a courtesy flag. And in this case, we hoisted the French flag and the flag for French Polynesia. As some of us are also entering on our European passport, we also hoist the Czech flag, which is the other nationality of myself and the kids, and of course the Ocean Cruising Club flag.
Just fries! That would be nice, just lovely little fries with a bit of ketchup please on the side.
It is quite normal to miss things like this when you've been at sea for a long time.
But it was really nice. We came in, and it was a confusing anchorage and a very crowded anchorage because some people had kedge anchors out, some people didn't, and we read in the pilot book that you're not supposed to anchor behind the breakwater, but everybody has. And so we came in and we did a kind of a, my technique is when I come into a new anchorage is have a flyby first. Don't even think about putting the anchor down. You just go in, drive slowly around the place and just get the feel of the place and then make a decision. Just coming into this tiny little anchorage and it's very crowded and boats facing all over the place. And as we were coming around, there was a Dutch guy and he kind of waved to us and we moseyed on over. And he told us exactly where to anchor. He said, drop your anchor over there, pull it back, I'll come out my dinghy and I'll collect your rope and I'll tie it onto this mooring buoy over here. And it couldn't have gone more smoothly, and he was so friendly. And it's such a relief, you know, I haven't spent 20 days at sea, coming into a place, that, like an unfamiliar place and an unfamiliar anchorage. And we'd heard that it was really rolling and uncomfortable, but actually it's still as anything. And then he gave us just a load of information, like all the things that a cruiser needs. The first thing they need when they come into a place is like, where's the nearest cafe with Wi-Fi so you can check in? Where can you get SIM cards? Where can you do the laundry? Where can you get things fixed? Because everybody's got broken things. In fact, that poor guy, he was dismasted about 1,000 miles off the Galapagos. So he'd spent about like 1,500 miles without a mast. He basically jerry-rigged his spinnaker pole up. And so, I mean, we thought we had it bad. We're losing the autopilot for 5 days, and we've also lost the alternator as well. And a few other minor things like toasters and stuff like that. And we thought like, that was rough, but he'd actually spent like 1,500 miles just with a spinnaker pole and a bit of sailcloth up, sailing the rest of the journey. How long did it take us?
26 days.
Cheers, it's breakfast time.
Cheers.
Well, hey!
Beer breakfast.
Cheers.
In the Marquesas, Hiva Oa.
Hiva Oa. Louder. Yeah, that's for you, honey.
It could go wrong.
Okay, for me, just had a nice hot shower and put some clean clothes on, and I just feel like a new person.
One of the first things that we had to do was launch our dinghy into the water so we could get ashore. And then it was time to leave the mothership that had kept us safe for such a long journey, and finally we were ready to set foot on land.
So this is the boatyard in Hiva Oa, and obviously the crossing, that Pacific crossing, is really grueling, and not just on the crew but on the boats as well. So there's a lot of boats here getting emergency repairs. Yeah, it's a very sort of DIY place, this. I'm surprised actually, because like, after such a long crossing, you know, there's very basic facilities here for repairing boats. So it's kind of a bit of a make do and mend sort of place.
We had to get into the town to check in, so we managed to hitch a ride with a local dancer.
Oh, you dancer?
Yes.
Ah.
Dancing. Yesterday.
You can find tikis outside houses and buildings because they believe that they protect people and keep the bad energies away.
Got a hitch to lift into town and checked out the local supermarket and just spent a lot of money on not a lot. But we got a drink, that's cool. And here we are on land. What do you think, Antonio?
M&M's, $32 for a box of M&M's. So things in an island just seem to be obviously exponentially pricey, really. But I guess everybody here seems to take it on their stride, and so do we. Hi, happy days. Oh.
Yeah, I've got to say, we're all very disappointed about the M&M's because they looked so good. So we're going to stick with French baguettes because they're cheap, and mackerel, tins of mackerel, and whatever we can find in our bilge. Oh, and garlic.
Baguette, baguette, baguette.
Right, what do you think of Marquise's?
Very nice. Good music taste.
We tried to check in at the gendarmerie, but we were told to come back in a little over an hour. Not sure why, but anyway, in the meantime we're going to try and get a SIM card from the local post office because that's the only place you can get them apparently, and then you can register online and then you can top up the SIM card online.
Yeah, the SIM's in here, but it's locked.
And then we're going to go to the Paul Gauguin Museum.
Paul Gauguin himself wanted to make his dream come true. He wanted to live somewhere away from civilization, in a remote place where he could devote his life to art. We were able to see the actual house that he lived in while he was working on his art. Someone had even made a model of Gauguin himself.
It's so creepy, it's uncanny.
We realise it's time to go back to the police station and carry on with the check-in process.
We've just checked in at the gendarmerie, and I've been told I need a plane ticket to show that I'm leaving the place because non-European citizens need a plane ticket to prove that they're not going to be staying or overstaying. But obviously we're travelling by boat, and so I have to make a plane reservation and then take the evidence of it into the police station to prove that I'm leaving.
So we need to go back to the boatyard and sort out Woody's exit plan.
But somebody told us about this website where you can buy temporary tickets for $14, and so it'll briefly book you onto a flight. So we're kind of this internet hotspot. There's a boatyard here with fast Wi-Fi, and there's everybody sat around here kind of doing various things on the internet, and a lot of people are booking these false tickets so they can check in. So having printed off our forged documents, we are now going back into town to basically finish our booking procedure, and we're trying to take a shortcut over the beach.
We were happy to be hanging out with our Dutch friends on Festina Lente again and their 3 kids. Sailing is a small world, and you create a community of sailors wherever you go.
Here comes your anchor. Yay! Come on, Oscar. Well, big run up. Big run up.
Nee, Oscar, je kan beter hier komen. Nee, daar. Wat ga je doen?
So as you can see, getting into town was not always that easy.
So I'm sat in the one of the meeting houses in the village square, and it's really nice. It's kind of like a communal area.
We came back to the Arts and Crafts Centre and they're playing music and learning how to play music. It's so nice.
The tikis are present in most islands of the Polynesian Triangle. Half man, half god, the tiki symbolises a mythical character who created human beings and has an energy and light that brings the universe and all beings together. Each tiki has its own meaning. There are tikis representing power, knowledge, wisdom, prosperity, and many other strong concepts.
And in the corner there's a lovely craft shop where we bought the kids some birthday presents.
Stuff in there, it's beautiful.
As Renka said, it's beautiful stuff, amazing.
So yeah, so now we've got to go to the gendarmerie to finish off some of the bureaucratic paperwork to check in, and then we're going back to the boat because we have to head off tonight. But yesterday was a bit of a gem. We did a few things. We actually came across them practicing for the festival. They all kind of compete with the dancing and singing and sort of cultural events.
Just witnessing an extraordinary performance by the local community, practicing for, I think, what I believe are festivals in July. And the power of the drums, the male and female vocals are just absolutely beautiful, and you need to be in this room to feel it resonate with the sheer force and the energy that they put into the performance.
So we just saw some traditional dancing. It was the coolest thing ever. I really, really want to go to the actual dance festival.
Well, that was pretty amazing. Really cool.
So stay tuned for the next episode where we sail to Nuku Hiva and explore more of these wonderful islands of the Marquesas.
Yeah, I think you cleared it there.
Woo, yes, champion.
Coming back wasn't so simple because the tide came in and the little stream turned into a kind of small river, but we made it.
So stay tuned for more adventures as we sail around the world. If you want to find out how to fix your boat, go to our Mothership maintenance channel, and if you've got any questions you want to ask us, join our Patreon family.
I had a dream last night about a